EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 3.
Alert! Set! 53. Ready.
Stafford now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up the big yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gives this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 1. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready. Lady, alert.
Throwing again at Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
32. Set. 32. 180. 20 hot.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Yellow. Attack.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Breaks a tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Niners at 3-6 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Here's second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Patrick going to change the play.
At the Rams' 7-yard line.
Attack, attack! 15. 15, yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go, Lou, Ernie! Hey, 43. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans from 6 yards away. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
Libra! 280!
Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka the throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Monday, 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. Throw right, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
4 yards on the pickup there. That'll be second down. Williams going to get it again on second down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
180.
Now Stafford. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
That one taken in by Whittington. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 60. 53. Ready. Sit on.
Here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford going to change it up here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
42. 40. Ready. 11.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Harrison Davis on for the field goal.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Mahomes. Connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 4.
Yep, 15. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Ball into 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Big 20. 80. 32. Monday.
Now Stafford's going to move him around.
Zebra. 59. Alert.
2nd and 3. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now it's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
22.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49-7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got that right side, it's McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it midfield and just shy of the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 50, 15, 15. Hey, 57. First shot.
Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Ripley. Come back. 50, yellow. First shot.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Stafford. Thrown offside, complete to Scott. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Now they'll change things up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Stafford. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, it's Stafford. They'll get this complete to Whittington. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
Back to throw. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
15. 180. Yellow. Attack. Go ahead, go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
15. Attack.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Come back. Yellow. 180. Yellow. Easy. 15. Hey, 57.
Now Mahomes. This one caught by Kittle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Yellow 80.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
180. Zebra.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
280.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11, 10, 10.
Now it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Easy.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Corum now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the draw, Corum. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Alert!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Yellow. 15. Hey, yellow, go gun.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's another 49er first down.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
27, 49ers 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up up a second and short.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Corum.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
45-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
No gain on the play.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Third and 3.
Monday. We go set.
Now it's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
What a finish in this.